Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Thank you for tuning in live on Adobe Radio. Me and Peyton got the shots this week. And let me just say this. Wowzer. Wowzer. Not Pfizer, wowzer. That's all I'm going to say.
That's Wesam's vaccine that he made. It's been recalled immediately.
It's pure horse testosterone.
Shit. People have been losing their minds.
I got 6 doses. I feel great. I will say this. It was the weirdest experience of my life getting those shots, the after effects of them, which were normal.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I knew, I took Moderna, you took Pfizer, which they both use the mRNA, the new type of technology.
Yeah.
And what was weird was, I was starting to feel chills. My body was achy after 24 hours. Mm-hmm. Took a little bit of time.
Yeah.
And, bro, it was weird because I was like, I know I'm not sick.
Yeah.
I just feel my body is doing something that it is sick.
Yeah.
It was a weird, like, hey, don't get too concerned because you're not going to die.
Yeah.
This is not like you don't have a real virus in you.
Right.
It was just your body's response to it. Holy guacamole.
Yeah.
I got the chills so bad, I thought I was going to throw up. Not because I was nauseous, but because I was going.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
That's going to be a GIF, by the way. I'm pretty sure.
Good.
Yeah, man. How did you feel?
Like, you said you felt worse than when you actually had COVID.
Yeah.
Okay. See, when I had COVID, I think I had it at the most extreme my young self could possibly get it. Because it was bad. What you're describing is how COVID was for me. That's how I felt when I actually had COVID. What I had was like 40% of that. So it was not anywhere near what that was, but it felt like I had half COVID. It felt like somebody split COVID in half and gave me that half. So like I still felt sick and gross, but it was nowhere near what I experienced back in December at all.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was that bad for you.
Yeah. No, it was rough when I had it.
You said it was like 24, 48 hours of that, and then you were fine, right?
It was like, 48, 72 hours. And then like I was still sick, but started going down. What I felt like was like day 4 of me having COVID after I got my vaccine.
Whoa.
It was like,
I got
But
lucky
the first 2 days of me having it was horrible.
Yeah. But they say that's normal because that's good because your body is responding how it should.
Yeah, it's normal for people who have had COVID in the past to experience these effects.
Okay. That's totally fine with me. I was drenched in sweat when I woke up after that.
Yeah.
Whenever I started feeling. Because it was so funny. Me and my brother, we got the shots that night. Mm-hmm. We were like, I don't know, my arm's sore, but that's it. Couldn't sleep most of the night because my arm hurt so bad.
Yeah. Did you windmill?
I tried.
Did you windmill
I was
it?
trying.
Okay.
I was trying to windmill it. And then the next morning, William was like, "I don't feel good." I'm like, "I actually feel fine. I feel fine." And then I went for my little run. Felt fine. Around 1 p.m., 2 p.m., I'm like, I think I'm sore just from the workout. Yeah. And then 3, 4 p.m. comes in, and I already done my self-tape at that point.
Okay,
and
good.
I was like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this, guys. Like, I'm starting to feel a little tired.
So what time did you get it? On
10
you
a.m.
said you got 10 a.m. Okay, and you started feeling it the afternoon the next day.
Yeah, so after 24 hours, maybe around the 30-hour mark, I was like, oh, this is interesting.
Yeah.
This is very interesting.
I got it at 8 in the morning on Thursday.
Okay.
And it's literally when I woke up, it hit me.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Everybody's a little different.
I know, yeah. So,
well, it was so funny because right before bed that night, bro, I was like, me and my brother just started laughing because we were like, dude,
it's good.
We're dying. We were like, hey, man, this is worse than COVID.
We're going to wake up and it's going to kick you in the ass. You got to go to bed knowing, tomorrow's going to be bad.
Bro, and so The thing is, though, Daniel had this experience that we had.
Yeah.
We were worried about Daniel. We're like, this isn't normal. So his second shot, he was really scared. His second shot came, and he said he was fine.
I hear the second shots, you're fine. It's just this first one, it's going to kick you in the ass if you've had COVID. But your second one, you should be fine. You might feel something, but it's not going to be that.
See, I've heard the opposite. People telling me
Really?
the opposite. They're like, get ready for the second one. And I'm like, I don't know anymore.
Oh, I've heard chill out for the second one, so we'll see.
We'll see, dude.
Yeah.
It's kind of gnarly because when I woke up, I was like, oh, God has healed me. I felt fine.
Yeah.
It was so freaking weird.
Yeah.
That you know what that feels like when you're a kid and you're sick?
Yeah.
And then the next day you're like, I'm fine. I'm going to kick the ball today.
Yeah.
You were just throwing your guts out yesterday. Dude, nuts. But we got lucky with the appointments, so we realized we have to get it for travel.
Yeah.
So that's why. But, we go back on the 18th.
Yeah.
May.
12th for me.
Okay.
Because, Moderna, you got to wait 28 days
Yeah.
to get back for it.
They
I'm
say the
21.
Yeah. They say the Moderna's better.
There's the possibility Pfizer might have to get a third shot. So, I mean, in a way, yeah, maybe. We'll see.
We'll see.
I don't care. I just need to get it done.
I think we'll be fine, man.
Yeah, even if I fly back with 2 shots, I've read it's better than not getting it at all.
Yeah, because you're actually immune to a certain degree from the first one. I think it's like at 60% or 50% you're immune from the first shot.
Right.
And the second one boosts that up even more.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, all right, whatever. Okay, sure.
Sure.
Your experience at Starbucks today was hilarious. Because you were late coming to the show.
Yeah.
Because you didn't realize they had your drink out.
So I mobile ordered
Did you
my...
see that? I almost threw up on camera.
The Moderna side effects.
Oh, no.
We're just scaring people to go. Please go get vaccinated.
Yeah, go get vaccinated.
But
hey. Don't. Just go get vaccinated.
Go get vaccinated.
I was about to say something really,
Were you?
a bad word that probably would have got me canceled.
Oh, okay, yeah,
But
don't
I
say
didn't
that.
it. Yeah.
But anyways, at Starbucks. I wish I still had a little bit left, but it's all gone now.
Yeah.
So I get there, and my mobile order is like, it should be ready at like 10:10. And I get there, and I look at, there's not too many things, and I look, and I don't see my drink. All right? It's a dragon drink. It is a bright purple pink drink. All right? And I get there, and I don't see it. I wait like 20 minutes. Nothing's happening on the app. It still says it's in progress. Like, they're still making it. So I'm like, I'm not going to bug them. The app says they're still making on it. Granted, there's like 45 people in the store right now. I'm like, they're busy. I get it. But then I start noticing people that ordered their drink in the register are getting it before my drink. So I'm like, okay, something's wrong. I was like, that's when I'm like, I need to go up. I ask them about it. And they turn and they grab a drink that is pure white. Not a dragon drink at all. So they set it down in front of me. And they go for Peyton. And I go, is that a dragon drink? And they go, yeah. And look at me like I'm the stupid one here.
Bro.
And I go, and I just kind of look at it again. And they go, oh, we're out of the berries. They never called my name or anything like that. And then I go, oh, okay, can I get a straw? What? Can I get a straw?
Bro,
like,
I'm sorry.
My person hasn't been there recently. I don't know. I feel like these standards wouldn't be there if my person was there. The person that knows me, that knows my track.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's such like a selfish thing to say. Like, I need my person there to make it right for me. But I don't know. She seemed to have the mobile station locked down when she was there. And I haven't seen her in 3 weeks. So I don't know if she's moved to a different Starbucks, if she's quit, if she's moved on with her life. I don't know. But the mobile order station wouldn't be like that if she was there.
Bro, I'm telling you straight up, the standards, I don't think we're asking too much when we go there.
Yeah.
Like, I know people are like, oh, first world problems. No. It's a standard problem, asshole. Okay? Because imagine this. This is basically what happened with you, Peyton.
Okay.
Let's say you ordered a hot chocolate.
Yeah.
No. Even better.
Okay.
Let's say you ordered your dragon fruit drink that you like, because that's the perfect example. And it usually comes out bright pink. Artificially bright pink.
Yes.
And they put a drink up there that's pure white. You don't go, oh, that's my drink.
Right.
And they don't even say a name with it.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're the one at fault for waiting. Hey guys, is this my drink? Is there a drink? Oh yeah, that's your drink. Well, why? First of all, why didn't you call his name? And second of all, you know it's not made properly. You don't think a step or two ahead? Guess what? That person wouldn't survive in the wild.
Yeah.
Sorry. Not
know.
sorry.
Oh, no.
How about this? You should have...
What should I have done, Wesam?
No. You should have seen my face the other day, or yesterday. And listen, it was all good intentions. They were really nice, but I was on a Zoom thing.
Yeah.
And somebody asked me, like what I do.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, I'm an actor.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, yeah, but I mean, like, what's plan B?
We're past plan B. I don't think you get it. That's
Literally, time stopped.
yeah.
And this is all I'm like, huh?
What did you say?
I looked at her and I go, there is no plan B. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm doing plan A pretty well. What do you mean?
Yeah. What'd they say in response to that?
I don't remember because I went into a blind rage at that point. I looked at her like she was on fire.
Yeah.
That's for sure. What? No. I mean, what's plan B? You know how inadvertently disrespectful that is?
Yeah.
What do you do? I'm an actor. No, like, what's plan B? Never would say that to a doctor.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even say that to a barista.
Yeah, that's what I said to the person who gave me my Pfizer shot after they gave it to me. After my arm felt a little sore, I was like, I think you did it wrong. What's plan B?
Right?
Yeah.
And I get it, man. That's not the first time that's been asked about me. That's been asked to me.
Yeah.
And, bro, one time I was at this convention,
Mm-hmm.
and this guy, my brothers were there. How much time we got?
Oh,
We got to wrap it up?
start wrapping it up.
Anyway, this guy was like, I was telling him I was an actor, and then he started like trying to out-alpha me for whatever reason.
Good.
And then he was like, yeah, man, you just got to keep trying hard and doing this, and maybe you'll make it, like, maybe you'll make it someday. And I was like, yeah, maybe I'll make it someday. And then my brothers were right next to me, and they came to my defense. They're like, actually, he's working. But like, I'm just like, yeah, okay. All right, hey guys, we got a great guest today. Had a great conversation with him. He's on a new Nickelodeon show called Side Hustle. Jacques Chevelle. Stay tuned after the break. We'll be back. Before the show started, already messed up. Before the show started, Jacques and I were talking about how customer service in town has kind of dwindled by a lot since the pandemic hit. Yeah. And I feel like with our recent story that Peyton and I just talked about in the intro with his Starbucks experience recently, my experience at coffee shops recently, I don't know when we're going to go back to normal customer service. That's really important to me.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. Like it's like I was saying, it's like you either want this product or not. Like you this is still a pandemic,
right?
And you're lucky to have these services afforded to you. So be grateful for what you get. It's that kind, it's that kind of like attitude. It's like, it's like, okay, all right, cool.
All right, man.
I grab it. All right, I grab the last of it.
We were also talking about like Fry's Electronics and how we were disappointed that store just shut down.
Yeah.
And we actually had an experience there recently. We were trying to get some equipment parts over there. We couldn't find anybody that worked there at that point. I think there was like one person working in that whole store, and it was like a workaround. And then obviously we find out that they're closing soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when was this around? What time?
This was, I think, fall.
Fall? Yeah.
Fall. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You can tell.
Yeah.
When a place is going to close down. You get that empty feeling when you walk in.
Mm-hmm. It was my first time, like I was saying, it was my first time going in there, and I was like, oh, pretty, like 5 or 4 workers there. I'm like, okay, it's chill. Shelves are empty. All right, different, but I get it, pandemic. Yeah, I was like, I didn't know it then, but it was clearly signs of like a company closing, like closing up shop.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm so surprised because that Fry's is humongous. If it's not the biggest Fry's, I don't know if it is or.
It's huge though.
It's humongous.
It's a staple.
Yeah, it's like alien. It's like in a bad, like, not the greatest location for like it's like in a cut, but yeah, it's like a dope Fry's. It had all that alien stuff and like it was cool.
It used to have good deals too. Like if you needed stuff, that was the place to go. And they do price matching, so I'm like, oh cool, I don't have to wait on Amazon. I can go in there, price match, and they'll just give it to me for that price.
Yeah, I remember trying to actually. This was when I lived like closer towards like Culver City, and I was trying to find something like I was doing some type of project, and I needed like a what are those called? I forgot what it called.
Yeah.
But I needed something, and if the Fry's had it, and I was like, oh, I should go to Fry's. I was like, oh, that's far. I was like, it's the evening time in Culver City. That's gonna take a little second to drive there.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll just order it or go to Best Buy. Best Buy didn't have it. I went to Radio Shack. Is Radio Shack still?
I can't believe. Whoa! I can't believe you even said Radio Shack and that you know what Radio Shack is, man.
Radio Shack doesn't exist anymore.
Hey, I think
I haven't seen Radio Shack in forever.
Ty Lopez bought Radio Shack, which I don't know who you know. Ty Lopez, he's that YouTube guy who's like, this is my garage, this is my Lamborghini, and these are all my books.
I do know.
Yeah. Listen, I've said this before on the show. There's some type of vibe about him that I get it. It seems like he's doing good things. It seems like he's like, putting out their knowledge and trying to help people. But there's something off. There's something off about Ty Lopez. And I'll say that to his face. I'm like, hey, man, something's going on that you're not sharing with us.
Please rotate the camera for us.
Yeah.
360.
Yeah. I want to hire like a private investigator and be like, is he for real? What's the deal with this guy?
I do feel that.
But yeah, he bought Radio Shack.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you doing? You just building computers, or are you building radios? What are you doing, man?
I used to do like a lot of like, I used to be into I thought I was going to go into computer science. And I was like,
whoa.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, and I got a part of this program called TXT, Teens Exploring Technology. And yeah. And
what a name. I love that.
Yeah, and I was like there around the beginning of the whenever they started it. But yeah, so we were building a device for, oh my God, it's just memories flashing back. We were building a device for this competition. So we're in groups of 4 and whatever, and we come up with this idea, we pitch it, and then we get to develop it. You can do a website, you could do an app, or you can do a device. We did a device, and we created a device called MOM. It's Missing Object Miracle. I know. Yeah, and so what we created was we realized we did a poll, and we asked people what do you lose often, because we came up with the idea that we lose our stuff a lot, so something that to keep us accountable,
right?
What to find the stuff. So we looked up the things people lose a lot, and we created these little I can't even remember. I just remember what the pieces look like. We created this device that like alerts you after you go out the door that you're like either missing your keys, your wallet, or your phone. Mm-hmm. So we did that, and and we were over there by maybe USC, and there's a Radio Shack what probably doesn't exist anymore. And we were looking for something. I forgot what it's called. I still don't remember, but I remember it was like weeks that we were just trying to find this
component.
Yeah, to like do our device.
And did you eventually make it?
We eventually made it.
Okay.
We eventually made it, and we like pitched it in front of a bunch of people. It's already our idea already existed as some type of way, like it was like already made, like other people did like something like it. But ours was more like it did more. I forgot. Oh, the one that was out before, it did just keys or something like that. You couldn't do your like phone or wallet. Gotcha. So we like made something like to like expand that. Yeah. You know? And we also didn't know that exists until like late into like making the thing. Yeah. And we were like, oh, okay, well, ours is a little different.
That's the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah.
Like if you have a script idea and you're like, oh my God, this is so original. Mm-hmm. And then like literally next week you see a movie and it's the same thing and you're like, oh, it's not original. I'm not special.
I mean, but you came up with the idea by yourself, which means that you were onto something before, like you was just like a little late to the.
Okay. No. I feel. You know what? You're right. There is that victory in it. There. Uh-huh. You know, I immediately start going ahead like I'm gonna be a millionaire. You know? And I'm like, oh wait.
You're grabbing the winnings right now. Okay.
Oh man. Yeah, Apple has that right now, where they're charging like for 4 of these little coin things. Mm-hmm. You put on anything. Yeah, $100. You put on your phone, your wallet. Yeah. They basically took your idea.
Towel? They're called Towel, right? Is this Towel?
No, this is for Apple.
Oh, it's just something else completely.
Yeah, it's Apple.
Okay.
I think obviously Apple got it from all the other technologies. Okay. I think they're trying to branch out.
They stole it from us.
Yeah. Oh, they did. I know they did.
They did. There were people from different companies that were there at that thing, like looking at our ideas. So
try suing them.
Yeah. I might be a billionaire by the time
next
you
week.
See me next time. Yeah.
Next week we see in Deadline. Jacques Chevelle, class action lawsuit against Apple. What? He took us seriously?
I come back and talk about all the money I made.
I know. Yeah. I mean, we're the first to announce it then. I guess Jacques is suing Apple.
Yeah.
So, yeah. A big headline.
That's the title. That's the title of this.
Oh, my gosh. Your PR people are like, what? Why? No, don't say that. Why are you saying that? Are you really doing this? And you're like, yes. And you have to double down now because you don't want to feel stupid. So you're like, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're doing this. We're doing it.
Oh, my gosh. Congrats on your show, by the way.
Thank you.
I think it's great to be working in general, but it's also an extra blessing to be working during this pandemic. Mm-hmm. So that's awesome, man. You got 3 more episodes. They extended the show.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
It's super dope. I was surprised. Like we originally only got 13 episodes.
Yeah.
We were the time we started shooting was around the time we should have been finished because of the pandemic. So we just like started. We began in like shooting like 7 episodes, and they told us like we're gonna get an extra 12, which I think got us. Oh no, they were going to give us an extra 7, which got us to 20. And then right around the time we were shooting the episode with oh my God, I'm slipping on names.
That's okay.
Terry Crews. The episode we shot with Terry Crews. That was the time when we found out that we're going to get an additional 6. Oh, and awesome. I was like, okay, wow, this is like, I mean, that's essentially like 2 seasons in one, which is more than what I was expecting. So
that's awesome, man.
It's super great. It's super dope.
Nickelodeon, obviously. Mm-hmm. Is it on their main channel?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because I know in a lot of networks right now they have their like streaming only stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. I don't know. I'm gonna stay with. I don't know where it's gonna go after it leaves Nickelodeon. We know the streaming wars is happening, so I don't know.
Jacques wants it to stream on their main channel, Nickelodeon execs. So if you don't mind, it's not my. I'm not saying this. He's saying this. So no, I'm kidding. Yeah, who knows, man? Eventually it'll go online. I feel like everything's going on there.
It hits somebody's site.
Yeah, that's awesome. How long have you been out here?
I've been out here for 8 years.
Wow.
I've been out here. I graduated out here. So, yeah, I was pursuing it a little bit when I was in high school. Mm-hmm. Got a little bit of feel, and then I went to college, and I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. And, just started auditioning and, getting out there. Start putting myself out there.
That's great.
Best thing to do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it seems like this is your first series regular, or you've done...
This is my first series regular.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Congrats, man. That's a big thing.
Yeah. I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, I guess we're going straight from this theater to a series regular. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I saw you were doing also Macbeth?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
And I saw some of your stuff on Instagram.
Okay.
So you studied Shakespeare.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. The Macbeth was the last Shakespeare play I did. It was flamenco Macbeth. And
full what? Wait, what?
It was flamenco Macbeth.
Flamenco.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna say it again. It was flamenco Macbeth. It was a great experience, and it's so weird because we put it up, and it ended up getting we ended up being able to take it around and show it around, which was surprising. But we did flamenco while we're reciting Shakespeare, which is
whoa, that's nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, that's what I love about the LA theater is very experimental. The shows I've seen up here, I mean, I haven't seen many, but I've seen quite a few. They are always very experimental, and that was one of the ones I was in that was just okay, we're gonna change it up completely, and just the idea behind it was Macbeth is such an intense play, and the director wanted to kind of body have our bodies have that type of energy, that intensity that the play has, and I don't know. So
yeah. So you're doing Iambic Pentameter.
Yeah.
While you're flamenco dancing.
But it helps.
Okay.
It helps because it's keeping you in time. We had a choreographer that made sure everything matched with the rhythm of our of our language. So it actually lended itself. She had been thinking about this for a while, and she's I had this idea, and then she started going ahead and making it, and yeah.
Okay, I'm back on board.
Yeah. I know it's a lot. Yeah. No, because I know people I tell have the same reaction, but it's surprisingly very they work together.
Yeah. I'm an asshole, man. Okay, so listen, I can't. There's no filter on me anymore. I've been out here for too long. Okay, I've been paying taxes for too long, so there's no filter. Okay, so that's why I'm okay. That would be so difficult if you're trying to keep step in some rhythm with dancing, and then trying to remember your iambic pentameter. Which, for those of you listening, obviously this is a Shakespeare podcast. Iambic pentameter is in certain sections of Shakespearean plays, which is probably most of it. I would say anywhere from 80 to 90% of Shakespeare, of the actual play, whatever play of Shakespeare it is. It's written in a way that the sentence has a certain da 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 da, something like that. And there are basically clues that Shakespeare has written throughout to show you where the inflection goes on which part of the word and which part of the sentence, and where you can take a breath and where you can not take a breath and just kind of go through it. Now, when you first hear that, when I first heard that, I was bullshit. You don't tell me what to do, William Shakespeare. I'll read this how I want to. And then I realized it doesn't work like that. And then when you submit to it and you learn it, you're like, oh, 90% of the work is done for me.
Yeah.
I just have to remember the lines and kind of act on the word.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, that's cool. So that's why when you're saying this, I'm like, that's cool that they made the choreography in tune with the Iambic Pentameter. Because that, again, if it's experimental theater, then cool. I'll go check that out and see how it goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah. It was
That's
dope.
really cool.
Dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I just busted out some Shakespeare knowledge on this show. And I feel so theater nerdy.
I know.
I love it.
Fellow thespian over here.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I studied classically. What's up, man? Uta Hagen up in here. Stanislavski. Cohen. Who else did I study? Linklater. Yeah.
Okay.
Voice and movement. Who else we got? I know it, dude. I'm such a good actor, man. That's why you have to, Okay. Anyway, you'll like this, man. I did a show in college, and I hope they don't see this. Which, if they do, they do. We did Julius Caesar.
Okay.
And it was experimental. So
yeah, that's like the best. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the best Shakespeare's.
Yeah.
They did a thing with where it was set in the future with the Asian stock market.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
Okay.
And it was like Asian and European scenery and influences merged together in the future because, China at that time was growing stronger and, they thought, oh, everything's going to go Asian in the world.
Okay.
So it was very Asian themed.
Okay.
Yeah. And I played, no joke, 6 or 7 characters in it.
Okay.
And the costume changes were like, put on a scarf for this one. And I'm like, it's confusing. I'm going from one side to the other side, switching scarves and hats, and they're going to be like, why is this character the same? So, it was a little bit of a train wreck.
No, Shakespeare, characters tend to play more than one person. Like, the person will tend to play, 2 characters. Yeah.
I like how you're trying to defend these people. No, listen, I think it was very ambitious and we just didn't have enough people. That's what I think the biggest issue was. You just didn't have enough people. I was literally going on stage with trying to do something different with my gait. And I'm like, I feel like an idiot. I don't know. But that's really cool. You've been doing theater in LA, which I think is very hard. Fringe Fest?
French Fest. Yeah. Yeah. I had some friends who were a part of that. The last time before the pandemic, they were in it, and I missed their show, and I really wanted to see their show. I remember Jordan the Savant. If you're out there, I'm sorry. Jordan the Savant.
Do you just know French people, man?
No. No.
Okay.
No, but yeah, I've heard of it.
You might think, okay, listen. Now this might come off like here's, oh no.
Wait, go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't know. I'm trying to find the right words to phrase this in. I love when artists expand and experiment with their craft, with their work, and everything like that.
Yeah.
I do love really good theater. Really good theater. Oh, I love going and seeing it. But I also love really, really bad theater.
Okay.
There's not it either has to be life-changing. Or the most terrible show I've ever seen in my life, so I can enjoy it on that end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Nothing in between. And so my brother, when he first moved out here, we went to Fringe Fest, and we saw a couple shows, and we're like, we have to do this every year, because some of those shows they're still trying to find things, which are some of them are like, oh, okay, cool, there's something there that you can work on, but other ones you're like, this is a train wreck. I love this. I'm gonna come every night and watch this. I have a weird affinity with that. Does that make sense at all?
No, it does. I do. Yeah, I've definitely experienced that, and
Do you like that?
it's definitely some type of, I don't know what it is, but it is some form of entertainment, and you enjoy it, but it's bad, and you're like, why would anyone create this? But also, I can't live my life. I'm glad I saw this. I'm glad I experienced this.
Oh yeah.
Like it's a very I've definitely experienced that. Yeah.
I'm not in the theater like pointing and talking and being rude.
Yeah.
Like, out
No.
loud.
No.
I'm in the back, grinning, and my heart is getting warm because I've been at that level too, where I have like the most cringy work saved, and I'm like, oh man.
Yes. Yeah.
And I see like the long-term growth of like what would it take for this show to actually be good, what needs to be changed and everything like that. And at the same time, I just like cringe things in general, just because I feel like it's so real. It like takes the veil off of life, and it's just like, yeah, this is so uncomfortable. Everybody in here feels it, right? Right? Yeah. Yeah, we're not in society's norms anymore right now, are we? Yeah, this is uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I love that shit, man.
No, yeah, it's something definitely to that. Yeah, no, I agree.
Or if somebody like keeps forgetting their lines and you're shooting.
Oh my god,
bro, I love that.
Oh my god, I won't name the show, but I saw a show where. They're not gonna watch this. I saw the show where it was a lady on. It was a thrust stage, and a lady is singing in the corner.
Yeah,
and it was always very jarring when she came on, because it just like did not flow with the whole story. Like the story was bad. Like and she would just come on and sing this like soft song with a guitar, and you just like, and I was like right by the I felt bad. I was right by the light where she got lit up, and I just like had to like keep a straight face every time, because the whole audience would look that way, and I was like, oh my god, like just like hold it in, like don't laugh, like don't.
Yeah.
It was really bad, like bad.
Yeah.
Like I'm not being like, it was bad.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. I hate whenever. Did you wait after the show? And did they come up to you and stuff, or were they like waiting for like?
Everyone was gone when they came out.
By them, they were waiting.
They were like, the people came out, and they were like, everyone was. It was really bad.
Bro?
I was there. I knew people who were. And,
No more. You know what I do? If that happens, I make it real for everybody. How'd you like the show? Oh, ask me. Like you're the person.
How did you like our show?
Would you like some honest feedback?
Oh yes, please.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of things that needs to be worked on. There were a lot of artificial. See, just immediate. Can you imagine, like right after a show, everybody's like, oh,
your head just like it's like burning. Oh yeah, no,
bro. We gotta take a quick break, but then we'll be back with more amazing cringe stories. I saw this show at Fringe, which my friend was in, and we went just because he was in it. And the concept was very wild, where it was the holidays of the year would be manifested into actors, and they were all trying to get along at this end of the year, New Year's Eve party.
Okay.
Right? Already, I lost you.
I'm kind of there. Keep going.
Bro, me at the pitch meeting, somebody says this to me. Get out of here. You're on drugs. Yeah, we saw that. And it's a weird concept. And it was, I guess somebody died, or they were trying to hook up somebody one of the holidays with the other holidays. Anyway, there was one guy in it. worst actor I've ever seen in my life. It was one of those stage actors that was even too big for stage. You know what I'm talking about, man?
Yeah.
And it's like, I get it. You come from like I came from a theater background, like a heavy theater background, and when I came out here, I was like, oh shit, I really got to learn how to act for film because I'm way too big. I'm over the top. So I get it. This guy was way over the top, and man, he cornered us. And this is before I didn't have a filter. He cornered us after the show, and he's like looking for compliments and everything, and we make eye contact, and he's like, "Hey, thanks for coming," and I'm like, "Good job," and I like walked away. I was like, I felt dirty. I felt giving him, yeah. I don't know, man. It's hard. It's hard. It's vulnerable putting yourself out there.
It's extremely vulnerable. You've worked on this thing for months probably, and just for this one day, and hopefully everyone likes it, and to find out someone doesn't like it, it's just like,
yeah.
It's just like, okay, well, that was like 2 months of my life.
Right.
You know?
Well, let's break that down. What if it's not really good, though? Don't you want to know?
Yeah, you do want to know. Yeah, you do want to know. You want to know. You want to be able to, like, adjust and, like, hear hear what they have to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to hear it. Most of the time, when I've seen a bad show, it's not based off the actors. I feel like it's I haven't seen. At least I haven't seen. It's usually the director. I've seen bad shows like that have been directed bad, and then it's just like, why would you have that actor do that right there? It's like very clear that the director told the actor to do this, and I was like, this is like very, it's very, yeah.
This is a great branch off then, because I've worked on television shows where we have guest directors, right? And then they'll give me a note, and they're only there for that one episode. Maybe they haven't seen the rest of the episodes, or maybe they've only gotten clips. So it's always a fun balance to walk, being professional and telling them like, hey, you're wrong, but I'll give you that take, but just so you know, it's not correct. Yeah, I've kindly and professionally said like, hey, I don't mind doing that, but just so you know, in this past episode, he did this, so I don't know where it makes sense to do it now. Can you help me clarify where the reasoning is behind that?
Yeah.
And phrasing it like that, they're always like, oh, well, I didn't know that, so don't do that. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. Don't do that. So it's always like a reasoning behind. I feel like actors should ask their director, like, why? Why would you want him to come or her to come at this point and do this or do that?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally, yeah.
Have you had good directors for your show?
I've had good directors.
Good.
Yeah. When
You're gonna be like, no.
No, I've had no. The directors have been great. I'm just thinking about that because you make a solid point. Like I was like, yeah, I should have said that. Like that would have been great. A director gave me a note, and I was like, oh, that's not normally how this character would play this, and I was like, okay, I'll just do it and then play it. And then by the time it got to like putting it up, like the head said, oh no, like play it the other way. So I was like, oh, my instincts was right. If I would have just like said, what about this, and asked why, that would have been like, yeah.
Because it's a weird, especially when you're a series regular, it's a little different than being a guest star actor. Guest star actor, you're just kind of like, all right, I got to play ball, do whatever everybody else is doing, and be really flexible. So yeah, it's always a fun tightrope to walk for the most part. But yeah, theater shows are very interesting. I'm actually shooting a cool project in the next couple of weeks. I haven't told Peyton this. It's a buddy of mine, and he's in a directing. He's learning directing at a university, and so I'm helping him out with another project of his. And we're actually doing a part, like a very condensed version, shooting it, of Edward Albee's Zoo Story.
No, I haven't.
Oh, man. If you like theater, you got to read that story. Okay. It's bonkers. It was originally written in 1958. And so I'm always imagining like when the story was written and how that audience at that time would be impacted by it. And so the best way, without giving too much away, takes place all on a park bench, and it's just two characters. And it's a slow escalation, but at the end, it escalates to a point where you didn't even expect it to happen. And it's like, I believe it's a one act, so it's not that long.
Yeah.
Definitely recommend that. So I'm excited to shoot that in the next couple of weeks, just to do some theater, or a version of theater.
What is it called? Zoo play?
A Zoo Story.
Zoo Story.
Yeah,
Okay.
Edward Albee.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's.
Are you converting it to film, or are you sticking with theater?
Oh, it's going to be shot like as a pretty short. Yeah, pretty short for one of his classes. So, yeah. Why did I bring that up? What were we talking about?
We're talking about directors.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And so it's his, he's learning directing as well.
Okay.
And so he asked me, like, hey, would you want to do rehearsal for this? And I was like, quite frankly, no. Because I just want to show up. If you're learning like how to direct for like TV or film, like usually we block it and then we shoot it. So I'm comfortable with just being ready to go and being flexible to go the day of. And that's always cool whenever you feel comfortable. I feel like talking with the director and being comfortable, be like, no, I actually don't want to rehearse. Like,
Yeah.
finding that confidence within yourself as an artist.
Yeah. Sometimes things lend itself more to like just like in the moment decisions, and sometimes you do need a lot of rehearsal. It very much depends on the project. Yeah, I totally agree to that. Like being like, hey, I have like this is a director friend, and we've made a project like maybe a month or two ago, and sometimes just like reminding, like I don't know, sometimes just like reminding like what we're shooting and like what the style is gonna be. It's be like, oh yeah, that does make sense. We don't have to do that. We can just like cut that out. We can like So yeah, I agree. Yeah.
You this is experience you've had working with a buddy?
Yeah.
As you as the actor and him as the director? Or versus?
I was just like assistant. Like I was just like another eye on like the whole thing.
Copy,
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that comes with not just experience, but how much work are you really putting into this? I remember directing my brother's music video thing, and I was like prepping for 3 months before we shot it, and like every day I'd work on it, just to make sure like the tone was there. Is this what I really want creatively? Is this how the transition's going to move? I feel certain movies I've seen nowadays, or short films you see at short festivals, I'm like, how much work did you put into this? Do you like, where's the tone? All of a sudden the tone shifted, or this character's doing something that's not there. As a director, you have to be, I don't know, I could be wrong, I don't think I'm wrong, but so immersed with the entire story, entire story making process, all the characters, all the transitions, the tone, the atmosphere. I feel that's when you can tell that there's a really good director, if the atmosphere is there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Do you have any favorite directors or movies that have that atmosphere that you're like, yes?
I want to say the only reason, it's the only thing that's coming to my head right now. I want to think of something else because I feel like I can't think of something better. I don't know.
That's okay.
I'm going to say the one I was thinking. The Joker was really good.
Oh, yeah.
Just like, yeah, the atmosphere of that was like, I thought was really good. Like the way they painted His character was really good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. I'm trying to think of something like it's really like moved me recently.
You 80s kid or 90s?
90s.
90s. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Die Hard with a Vengeance. You seen that?
No.
Okay.
Let's see Die Hard.
That's one of my favorite 90s films of all time. And one of the reasons I love that is you see the character get more and more fucked up throughout the entire film. By the end of it, he's bloodied, he's dirty. He's wearing a white wife beater that just gets dirtier and dirtier and dirtier and dirtier and dirtier.
Really?
And I love that transition of him just going through hell the entire film. And he has this cocky, brash attitude to him, Bruce Willis's character, that he's trying to fight off these terrorists that have come and trying to steal gold from some kind of gold in New York, or a gold storage facility. He said classic. A gold storage facility in New York City. And he works with Samuel L. Jackson to kind of solve these riddles that this crazy mastermind is doing. I know it's so 90s, and that's why I love it. That's why I love it. That has a certain atmosphere to it I like as well. We're gonna see Mortal Kombat today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I planned on watching that sometime this weekend too. Yeah, I heard it's really bloody.
Yeah?
I heard it's really. I've heard it's really. That's all I've heard. I mean, I know.
Great.
I know. I mean, yeah, that's what I've heard. That's like the main thing. So I'm like excited about that. I'm like, good, cool. I'm excited to see that.
At theaters, or are you watching it on HBO Max?
HBO Max.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. HBO Max. Yeah, I already got it for free. I can watch this at home. Yeah.
We have an ongoing debate about the film.
Okay.
I'm really excited for it because I just think it's going to be popcorn movie entertainment.
Yeah.
This crazy guy. No. Hey, you don't have a mic right now. That's weird. You don't have a mic, so it's not going to carry on.
I'm going to be loud enough to where it picks me up. I think it's going to be a fun, goofy movie.
Goofy. Hey, he called it Goofy.
Goofy.
It's based off of a video game where they do fatalities on each other and rip spines out and make like ice swords. Little Goofy.
Please tell me what you think of him calling the movie Goofy. Goofy. Using the word Goofy, I have a problem with.
Goofy. I don't know. Goofy. Oh, Goofy. When I hear Goofy, I hear.
And what I have to tell people is Goofy's not a bad thing in my book.
Okay.
I'm all here for it. I think it's going to be a fun movie.
Okay. Yeah, when I hear I guess it's not a bad thing. But when I do hear Goofy, I'm like, I think of it as a negative, like.
But I don't think it's in the correct adjective. That's not like Goofy. You think of like.
Hey, well, we already got a text message from one of the guys saying I was right, so.
Oh. Yeah, he said it was trash. That's his problem. But maybe we have to bleep that out. Maybe he doesn't want, because he's an actor. Yeah, we're gonna have to bleep.
We'll bleep that
out. We'll bleep it out. Whatever mark it is. But here's the thing. I don't think Goofy is the right adjective.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's fine.
Ridiculous. It's okay. This has been ongoing. We just need to watch it today, and I'm actually looking forward to seeing it. Because I like the main actor who plays Scorpion.
Who's that? I don't
know his name, but I've seen him in a lot of things.
Okay.
I believe he was in The Last Samurai as well.
Okay.
He played a badass samurai in that one.
Okay.
But I like the way he says "get over here." I do. I know it's like it's too real because he still has the accent with it, and I'm like, oh, that's how this crazy guy would say it if he could do these things. Can we play the "get over here"?
Sure.
I thought you would put it up on your phone.
Oh.
That's okay. It would take a while to find anyway. Man, you play video games?
Not recently. I haven't played anything. No. Last game I played was God of War.
Oh, the latest one, right?
The latest one, yeah.
What'd you think?
I thought it was great. It was good. My friend like got me into it. Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought the story was great. I love it. It was fun.
Yeah.
I like Atreus and yeah.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Certain parts.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I'm emotionally invested into these father-son relationship.
I know. Yeah.
Hey, talk about directing. How about those consistent one shot throughout the entire video game?
Yeah. That game's beautiful. That game is nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you imagine watching a film like that?
All one shot.
Yeah, I know there's been like, what is it, Birdman and stuff, but the directing for it was so, like, whenever they do the cutscenes, you can tell that they took so much time thinking about everything and how it would flow, etc., and all that stuff.
People are wondering why the second one's taking so long, and it's like, why the hell do you think? You gotta one up the previous
I know.
game? It's gonna take a while.
I know.
That's, yeah. I'm not expecting it to come out anytime soon.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Latest.
At the latest, 2023?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people think 2022.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too.
It's not too far away.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm getting older, and time's going by so fast. 2022 is probably next month. Dude, nuts. You know, I think as an actor, I'm trying to find the right way to phrase this because this just popped up in my head. I was imagining the actors who auditioned for God of War, the video game, and how grounded everybody's acting is in that. And sometimes when you think video game, you think a little bit maybe exaggerated or more flamboyant or whatever. But then I remember this acting teacher, this acting tip for auditioning specifically said, hey, know the audience. Know what audience you're auditioning for. So, like, let's say you're auditioning for Nickelodeon. You know you're not auditioning for a Scorsese film. You're auditioning for entertainment for younger adults and kids.
Yeah.
So you got to play up some stuff.
Yeah.
You got to make the jokes a little bit clearer for them, you know? So, yeah. And then, like, for this God of War thing, I'm always curious to know what that audition process was like, whether they were like, hey, just talk to each other, just be really invested in the moment. And I've seen them shoot those things where it's in a large area, but sometimes they're shooting from far away, so it's super intimate without you knowing.
What was Jasmine's audition like? Because that's the one where she's auditioning for a game.
Yeah.
Serious, grounded audience.
Yeah, that's true.
And you said you helped her. So like.
That's true. I helped her book the role. We have this mutual friend named Jasmine Savoy Brown, and she's a terrible actress. And so anyway, so yeah, man.
Oh, damn.
Okay, we gotta wrap it up
With Adobe.
with Adobe. Hey guys, thanks for listening on live on Adobe today. We appreciate you. Just remember the show continues on. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, which we've been getting so many more subscribers. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And yeah, the full episode will be up tomorrow morning. Also, we're available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and we're also on the Adobe app. So make sure you check us out on all those platforms so you can listen and or watch us and the rest of the goodies we have. Bye, guys. Yeah, auditioning. So let's get a little real, Sean.
Okay.
We got a little bit more time.
Okay.
What time are we at, actually? Oh, yeah, we got a little bit more time. Have you had any moments being out here for 8 years and this being your first series regular booking? Did you at any point, did you have those times where you're like, what am I doing? Should I do something else? Like, or just like, is this going to happen? Am I going to book anytime soon?
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, I mean, acting has to do a lot with, I mean, you got to come prepared because you get an opportunity, you have to take advantage of that opportunity, and you have to come prepared. You have to have your stuff in a row. It's a lot of things that comes with booking a role that I don't think, like, you realize when you first start. You're building relationships with casting. you're taking classes, you're making sure you're prepared, you're flexible, you're able to show up and play still and not treat it so seriously where it's like it becomes overwhelming. And also you like, if you haven't booked in a while, you're like, oh, I really need this. I want to get this job. So you're like dealing with all of that when you come into an audition room. And what I found was like, for myself was like, I really enjoy the process of like acting. I enjoy the exploration work. I enjoy the play of it. So I had to come to like a place where I was just going in and having fun with the auditions and just letting it go once I left the room, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause like at the beginning I was like, what, like I'm thinking about, oh, maybe I delivered that line wrong, or, oh, maybe what if like this thing I said, oh, I pantomimed way too much. I shouldn't have even did that. Like that was a stupid idea.
Yeah.
It was. I'm gonna tell a quick story. I had like I had a audition for a Marvel movie, and I went in. They gave me a lot of sides, and they gave me like this huge beginning, and I don't know why I chose this decision, but I was like, I'm a pantomime the whole beginning. Like I'm gonna bring the casting director in.
Pantomime, like what
like
do you mean?
just like I was like pantomiming the whole beginning, like the earphones, like just like relaxing, like getting ready for whatever's happening in the the scene. Like I was like pretending like I was doing these things because they gave me a whole thing. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna bring the casting director in with this. When I did that, she said, stop. I was like, wait. It's like, what? Were we not filming? Did we not get it? She was like, you cannot take that long on like a beginning. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. All right. Run it back. Let's roll it again. And so I'm like, so I do that. And then I'm like, okay, well, lesson learned for this audition. So, I mean, you're learning a lot of things as you audition, and you're building connections with the casting director.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a process.
For sure. There's things you learn on the go, and for certain shows, like, you know, it's okay, these are fast paced.
Yeah.
This is a network show. I can't really take my time with the lines. They just need it to be said, and finding the moments in there where you can take a pause makes it more powerful. And they're like, oh, cool. Like,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah. There's a lot of trial by fire, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot as an actor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now that did you get this latest project from a self tape, or did you go in the room?
I went in the room.
Oh,
this was like in March of last year.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like not my bad. December of 2019. March was like around the time we finished audition. So I had like went in the room. Again, like this was like a casting director. Like she's been trying me for like different parts, and I was like, oh yeah, I think I got this character. Like I know this guy. And then she was like, yeah, I was thinking about you when I looked at this role, and I was like, I think I got him. And we did the audition. It went great. And right after Christmas, we came back, and I met with Dave Malkoff, the creator, and we did that. And then we went to network with Nickelodeon, and it was like right after the audition, it was like back to back to back. And then we started table reading that next week or two.
That's awesome.
March. Yeah. So yeah, it was definitely an accumulation of like all the work I had done before.
That's great.
Yeah.
And it's so cool. It's so interesting. Whenever you book those things, you realize how long it takes to actually film it. And then, of course, with the pandemic, then it's like extended even longer. And I'm sure the rules and regulations while filming have been interesting as well.
Yeah.
But man, again, congrats on the show.
Thank you.
It's very exciting. First series regular. Killing it.
Yeah.
Take the momentum. Hopefully more bookings soon.
Yeah.
So appreciate you coming on the show, man.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. Where can people find you on Instagram?
Oh, you can find me at Jacques Chevelle. Jacques Chevelle on Instagram, Jacques Chevelle on Twitter, and TikTok.
Awesome. All right, play us out, Peyton. Thank you, Adobe Radio, Nice Guy Digital. Thank you to Peyton, Alexandra. Thank you to all of our new subscribers. We appreciate you guys. Always remember to listen, think, and then talk. Bye.